Okay, and we're back with another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Sorry for being a little bit late. My keyboard is giving me some problem. Okay, I can't. Well, the spacebar is a little bit funky, which is why when I try to type this out, it's a bit, it's a bit of a hassle. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit late. So anyhow, let's get back to the story, okay? So yesterday, okay, we were finding clues, finding evidence um for the trial, okay? And the trial, okay, is basically Edgeworth is on trial, okay, saying that he murdered somebody, okay? And yesterday we found out quite a lot, okay? So why don't I just load first, and then I can, we have something I need to show you, okay? Which it's easier for me to explain. Ah, okay. So now, yesterday, okay, we found out that, okay, this guy is Yani Yogi, okay? He is the person, he was one of the 3 people in the elevator when let's see here, uh, when Gregory Edgeworth's father, okay, was shot dead. So in the elevator at the time, there's only 3 people, okay? So Edgeworth, Gregory Edgeworth, the father, okay, Edgeworth, and then we have, Yani Yogi. So the thing is that, like, the only culprit that they think is probably Yan Yogi, okay, the one that did it. But Edgeworth said that he have nightmares, okay, recently, okay, well, ever since that day, but almost every day recently, that Edgeworth, okay, he said that he had a dream, well, he had a nightmare that it could have been him who basically it could have been him who basically became the murderer for his father's murder, okay? So that's why, like, it's kind of sad because now he thinks that even though he didn't kill the victim, okay, the victim is Robert Hammond, okay, in this case, okay, he feel like he still have to admit guilt somehow, okay, and the thing is, okay, the prosecutor, Manfred von Karma, he's, basically Manfred, it's very scary because like he might be the guy behind all of this, okay? Like, we found out, we lost an evidence, okay? He took the evidence away from us. And the funny thing is that we're in a records room inside a police station, and like he zapped us with a stun gun, and he's not, the police didn't do anything. Talk about a corrupt police force. Oh my god. But still, Manfred von Karma right now, he's Manfred von Karma right now, it's very sus, to say the least, okay? So hopefully we can find out, the truth, and why did he act like that? Because as you can see now, his hair is pulled back, a little bit laid out, okay? And it's like, did he remember us outside of the court? Is there something wrong with him? Okay? And you'll see later why I say like this looks like 2 different people, okay? So let's go. This is it, Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Oh yeah, and by the way, they are connected to the DL6, okay? The DL6 incident, which is the murder of Edgeworth's father, and the statutory of limitation would end today as well. So we might be able to solve two trials at the same time. Okay, well, 2 cases at the same time. One is the murder of Robert Hammond, and another one is the murder of Gregory Edgeworth. Let's find out. What? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edward is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Huh? What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I should cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Literally. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ooh, yeah, pal. Oh, Gumshoe. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How do you go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. I took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want a revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? Like, that's one thing, okay? They also say there's a chance that to get the the plea deed, to get him innocent, like he have to feign, insanity and stuff, okay? So there is a chance that how should I say this? There's a chance that he's actually sane. He's just pretending to be to be insane. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood? Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. Where was he taken? Where did they catch him? That's the question. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Wait a minute. Doesn't it sound very sus? Like, he doesn't even want us to ask questions. Like, he will stop us at every single question that we try to ask. Karma is acting strange. Too strange. Right? Okay. Okay, now it makes me think that he has nothing to do with this, Yanni Yogi. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Is he in a stray jacket? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. He did run away, okay? And the thing is that he ran away and he was captured. Like, you can't say, oh, he came to the trial, he came to the jail after being caught by the police. Very well, please begin your testimony. Is he awake? Huh? Why left port? I'm sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yani Yogi. You're Yani Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Why left port? Really? I caught what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger? No. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yan Yogi. But I wasn't running away or anything, or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmet, you see. They all eat these high-quality bird pellets from France. You can afford that on a caretaker's salary? Come on. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove that? What's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. You do. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edward and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. Impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness the memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of the statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who he is. Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness' name. Yani Yogi. His name is Yani Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yani Yogi from the DL6 incident. I think that he is involved in the DL6, but more importantly, he should be here for quite a while. He worked here like around 15 years ago. It figures the judge would have heard it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. This. Jumping into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yani Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove that he's Yanni Yogi? Okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. This. Huh? I'm so very sorry. Why? You took away the witness has no fingerprints. Huh? What? 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 Oh, no fingerprints? You see, before I work as a caretaker, I work at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burn your fingerprints to hide your past? I think this is just a coincidence. This one's a coincidence. If the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. This. What will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. I don't think anybody consider that. What do I do? This. What about footprint? Like the toe print? Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second? Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? Oh my. Proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness bad parrot. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm dying of laughter over here. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me, right? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, why? What is this? Order. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go with this, and nothing comes out of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard. Well, the thing is that Karma, he's a perfectionist. Like, I doubt he even consider this. Von Karma rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Witness testimony. Who is your owner? Hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who's your owner? Hello. Hold it. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. This is the biggest meme of all. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6. Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we forgotten anything? Hold it! Witness, you're here to speak? You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to a parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, let's try again. Okay, we skip a little bit. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, right? Okay, Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. Wait a minute. December 28th. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. Okay, that's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Take that! The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case, Mr. Wright? Where in this file is something that's related to the safe number? Give me a second. Case summary. Okay, look at that. 1228. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident. December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number of that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number of his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It's certainly an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ha! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM to my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Why? Why? Why did you tell the... Stay with me, guys. I'm surrounded by idiots. Why? Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. We can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Well, guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello, hello. Well, I guess we should try to get some information. Okay. Wait. Present! Wait. The testimony is gone! Okay. Hold it. Witness, you are here to speak. You must speak to me. Okay, this is not it. Hold it. What's your name? Polly? What's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes. Yes, it does. Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking that bluff a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yani Yogi. All we have to do is to tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity is... Give me a second. Okay, here. Trapped in elevator with Edgeworth, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Here, take that! The DS6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yani Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. And how did you... That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. Damn, what are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness? Tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. What the f? 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 Yes! Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yani Yogi. 15 years ago, I serve as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order, Yani Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in a careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. On karma? Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court find the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Edgeworth. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yani Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them that he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection.
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth. You know something like this happened yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yani Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6, the statute of imitation of which it ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here right now. We try this man for his crime of 50 years. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant, Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Huh? What are you talking about, Al? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you're a nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. Check. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney, trapped in the elevator returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. Okay, so one hit the heart, the other hit the court bailiff trapped in elevator with Edgeworth, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Wait, I want you to look at this. The other one is over here. Okay? This bullet. So the other bullet missed. Okay? So it's not airtight. We're not in space. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitation on the DL6 runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? You know what I think is that he did fire the gun accidentally, and it shot. Okay. Thing is, I think this is the one that got shot. Okay, he accidentally fired. But the thing is, one is on the left and the right, and maybe, yeah, on the left and the right side of the body. It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please. Please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trial. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? You were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the event. The same claim that Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. The L6 incident. That day, I had gone to the court to observe one of my father's trials. As he went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Hold it!
So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and young Yogi. You were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help, my father and Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, young Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell off from his holster. When you picked it up, what happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes, I think. After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that terrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream I remember to this day. To this day, yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out quick. Okay, let's present. Let's present. Let's double check. One bullet was in the heart. Wait. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay, present. Present. Objection! Are you sure that you only heard one gunshot? Yeah, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious and the rescuers came. See. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts victim data? Look at the victim data in the file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Edward only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shots? Was there perhaps another shooter that fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this incident? this one, the bullet.
Take that!
Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel very wrong. I mean, I really don't mean any harm by it, Your Honor. Not meaning any harm and not doing any harm are two different things, Mr. Wright. Try again, Mr. Wright. Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this evidence? Okay, the photograph. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Contradiction in the photo. Ta-da! Should be obvious. The contradiction is here. A bullet hole in the door? Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. Holy shit. Don't tell me. Karma was in the elevator. Like, he can witness tamper and like evidence tamper. You think that he did that? One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other one hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stopped in before your wild fantasies go out of hand. Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DLC's case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary page, that's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Huh? No clues found on the scene? Lies! Because if there's no clue found in the scene, then what about this bullet over here? Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. Right, guys? Not a single clue was found on the scene. Okay? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole. What could make the bullet hole? Order? I will have order. Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is this single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tis. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. No. Let me guess. Mia is gonna come. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, You said you do it, right? You do it, Nick. You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I won. I thought there was another person somewhere else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think that it could be that simple. This case has stood up unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this case. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. I do not. So you killed your father? So that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitation on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. This. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Proof, Nick? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answer from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? We just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us. Just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet? But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from the inside of Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 fired shots? Alright. Mr. Wright, have you really thought through? I'm going to have to penalize you. This isn't going. The murderer had to find it. Second reason is the murderer was cautious. The murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that's the case, they shouldn't have taken the bullet from they should have taken the bullet from inside of Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Alright. This isn't going so well. The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance. For instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it works, I guess. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Mouse Adrof and Yani Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I have ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Rosebrook said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect record? Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first time and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the L6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of the suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. But what? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. Prove I would have needed surgery, no? Why did I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that have operated on me. Have him testify. Let me guess. Blackjack? Nick? Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? No, just look at the scar. Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, they couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? This. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Okay, now this is hard. This is hard. See. It will be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Von Karma now, even if Von Karma did undergo surgery. It seems that you finally come to your senses. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Nick, the court record. There must be something. Court record? Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found this time. Trapped in the elevator, returning. Lost child son. One bullet in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Court bailiff. Trapped in elevator with Edgeworth. Memory loss due to oxygen deprived. So are you trying to say asking Yanni Yogi to testify? God, there's no time. I better think as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I prove it. I'll even use evidence I know you like so much. What? The evidence that proves Yanni Yogi is shot is...
Take that!
What exactly is that? Penalty. Penalty! Proof that Von Karma was shot is... Seriously? Are we gonna use the metal detector on him?
Take that!
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. But then, I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. After 50 years. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. That's as fuck! Order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something is inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I'm afraid that's what happened. And so, I remain silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? It was shot in the shoulder long before the L6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the L6. This motherfucker! But Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who has to prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can. You don't have any evidence of DL6. Well, the ballistic markings. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No, we can. We can. Because this one still have the ballistic markings. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No. I'm the ones who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistics markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream! I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air, or I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. That scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma? It was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. You would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are a curse. You and your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And now you shame yourself. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I would never have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The light must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the light came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Why are you keep on bringing the oxygen deprivation thing? You shot the bullet, shot the bullet, in the glass. There should have not be any oxygen deprivation anymore. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fool. He was the perfect crime. It's... Tis. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? I think that's quite normal, right? Like, the point is that there must be somebody who answers to it. Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. What about karma? That is all. The court is... What about karma? What about karma? What about karma? Damn. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crush. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Right, thank you. I see. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. He's got you there. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. See. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 50 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. What the hell is she here? What the hell is she here? What the hell is Luck? Come on! Lotta? You were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar, even if no one was there. You were the witness of on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to become an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My love's over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's fiance. He's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. He's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yeah, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come a lot. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he said treat, that's not a police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Let me guess. I would bet. Okay, let me guess. I would bet that this is the money from when he was a kid, the lunch money that was missing. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometime. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Edward in school? $38? No. No, Larry! It was you! Are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Oh my god. The saying is true. If it smells, it's usually the butts. I never was good at history. Edward, you didn't know. Did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah. Too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah, I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? I told you it was him. God damn it. Edward? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edward? I say so, yes. There, you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. You get worked up too easily too. The death sentence to both of you. Man, if I only know, I have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. It's not too late, right? Edgeworth, want the switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Photo time, let's go. And after that, the dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was in detention. December 29, 5:02 AM. Wright and Co. law offices. Oh shit, someone's gonna get shot, right? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. Ah, hmm? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No, 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 no. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first train for the mountain has already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
You're objecting now? Wait, what? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister. Yes, only her voice. But still, it was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped me. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in daze. And how's that different from, you know, how is that different from Larry? Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. This one. Take that! A bullet. Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick? Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Da, da. Thanks, Nick. Aww. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins with the same crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Damn. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? And Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly a called cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Tatsuro Iwamoto. Man, I really love. Like, I didn't expect it to be this good. Hey, ooh, right? Oh yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. Not to ring my own bell, but I sort of thought him. I'm sure he's grateful. Ah, bellboy. Phoenix, right? Hmm. Ah, the defense attorney who I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should have known. You should have known. Should you be in the area? Please stop by. This is so nice. Like, this is how ending's supposed to be. Like, just showing credits. It's quite boring. Okay. I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Masakazu Sugimori. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with Phoenix. Oh, come on. He's starting again. He's starting again. He's starting again. I wish that they would just slow down a little bit more. Ooh. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe Mr. Wright. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of public. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dream. Wait, you're the Pink Princess? What happened to the producer? Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounded like he caught. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading card. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Ah, the kid, right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, I stuck into the studio the other day. It's still fixed. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of shocked for a boy my age. Who's the Pink Princess? Who's the Pink Princess? Who? Lotta? Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there was a ghost. For real? Now that's a talent. I'm gonna be famous. Let me guess, it's Mia. Come on, show us that photo. Show us that photo. Show us that photo. Victory! I think like it's supposed to say shori, meaning victory. Oh? Rise from the ashes. A brand new episode has been added? What? What? Oh god, there's more. I thought like okay, this is a trilogy, so like that's the second one. Like I thought that this is going to go to the second one, but there's actually another one. What the hell? Okay, let's. Okay, I'm so hyped for this. Okay, so I'll be playing this tomorrow. Okay, and this is just nice. And I didn't expect the final trial to be this long. It's almost like an hour and a half. Okay, so we'll pick it up tomorrow. Okay, same time, same place. Okay, So if you do enjoy it, okay, just just come up, okay, and I and if possible, like could you leave a like and subscribe, okay, and even a comment down below, okay, because it's so you know, it's really, really fun. And I do wish more people will play it. Okay. And this is my first time, even though this game come out like over almost 2 decades by now. Okay. So with that said, I'll end the stream here and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.